story begins back in 2011, around the same period of time a new game hit the store, this game being Dungeon Defenders. As people celebrated the holidays, Trendy Entertainment aka Chromatic Games were concocting the most divine, unique brew of tower defense, in which imbues a game you probably have never heard about. Trendy Entertainment being crafted in 2009 and having a fair few releases already on the radar, such as Dragons of the Flame, Pool of Radiance, Pools of Darkness, Alquarium, The Genie's Curse, and The Birthright, The Gordon's Alliance. Before Dungeon Defenders, nobody quite expected it. It was a gem which was hidden in the cauldron swore. To the few people who found it, god damn, a lot of people. Now, today I could cover a whole bunch about this, but Lord, my feeble brain will short circuit due to an incredible amount of information. Now, we are getting knees deep nitty gritty. I just wanted to talk about my personal opinions about this game and the overall flow and mechanics of the game. Now, I want to get knees deep nitty gritty into my personal opinions on Dungeon Defenders. Right. The first subject of Dungeon Defenders that I kind of want to evaluate my opinion on is definitely the progression system that is holding inside of this tower defense. Now, tower defense such as Dungeon Defenders doesn't really have a very basic way of progressing because it has sliders for difficulties. So if you know anything about these types of games, it's usually down to drop rate and stat percentile. You don't understand this. Drop rate is the rate that items are dropped by certain enemies. Say a godly piece of armor only gets dropped on wave 30 on Ruthless, blah blah blah. You can kind of understand. And then stat percentile, that just means how much stat bonus the armor piece is giving. And this is the main key of progression in Dungeon Defenders, is just building your class. And you also have hero levels which, lock certain items if you're not a high enough level for it, which is a really good addition to this game. Which is also another key point I wanted to talk about my personal opinions about the system of, progression in Dungeon Defenders 1. And it comes with not being able to get really fucking OP super quick. And if you're getting really fucking OP super quick, what the point in playing the game? And a lot of people will actually disagree with me on this, because Dungeon Defenders is a really fucking grindy game. People will be like, I don't want to spend 80 hours getting to level 100 so I can equip the cool weapon that isn't even better than the weapon I got at level 60. Yeah, it's a fucking unforgiving, rogue, dungeon-like fucking crawler. It's unforgiving. That's what I like about it, and it's hard to progress. And it gives, if you're going to play Dungeon Defenders with the idea of progressing, you're going to need goals. You're going to need shit to work towards. So maybe, for example, you start with, your base campaign maps, and then you do them on hard. That's a goal. And then you do them on survival. That's a goal. This is how you should progress in. Another thing about Dungeon Defender, I think I wanted to share my opinion about Among Us, something that inspired me a lot to play this game was when I was playing Dungeon Defenders like a month ago. I really thought about the idea of visual representation and achievement grinding in video games and what companies and people can do to keep people playing the game and keep people actually wanting to beat the game, because you don't beat the game till you get 100%, let's be real. And a lot of people don't even have 100% health for fucking achievement percentage in Dungeon Defenders. And that's fair enough. A lot of people don't expect it to hit these like milestones so quickly, so easily after 12 years, 13 years. It doesn't, it's a thing in the tavern, and it's represented via trophies. And it just, the amount of detail this adds to a part of Dungeon Defenders in which you don't really need nowadays, the tavern, is unbelievable. The amount of detail and attention and like close work to make this tavern feel homey and extremely representative with the gameplay and shit you've done in the game. The only example I can think of right now is when you level up to level 40, you'll get an achievement called reaching hero level 40. In the tavern, you will literally have a trophy that marks you. If you go up to it and you go look at it, it says a hero reached level 40. And that trophy will be sat there. This is crazy. This means I have played till I'm level 40 and I have a trophy for it. Not just an online little 25% of the game finished. It's actually an item in the game. Visual representation in this sense, in this scene, and when it paints this picture, and it only adds more detail to an already detail-filled fucking home start tavern. I don't even know what to call it. The player menu. The fucking chill and cozy and drink and talking to your friends about the loot you got. The tavern. The tavern is fucking... A lot of people won't understand this now. Because it's very biased. This video is extremely biased. But it's correct. So if you don't think that, fuck you. The tavern gives like my heart a tug every time I think about it. About all of the friends I met on there. Red Shaw, I fucking love you. Weasley, I fucking love you. Yaz, I love you so much, Yaz. Fuck. Michelle, rest in peace, Michelle. Dan, get some help. All of the people I have met via this game are still somewhat with me. And every time I get on this game, every time I log into those other accounts, every time I enter the tavern, I go and find these trophies in which I found with them. And it's a fucking theatre, my eye, bro. Like, it generally makes me fucking cry, because I have screenshots of, like, 12 years ago, bro. I'm gonna cry. Okay, I made you all down for this one because this is not like actual mechanics and parts in the game. So, what I wanted to discuss is the versatility and class styles, the different ways of playing the game. There's a lot of ways of playing this game. There's a lot of base classes. So you have the monk, you have the apprentice, the squire, and you have the huntress. Very good base classes. You also have DLC classes, but I'm not really going to talk about those. So each character has their own towers, and only a certain few of the characters actually have towers in which where they will attack. And a few of the characters are DPS characters, so most of the what would be tower defense summoning items are usually just power-ups or buffs. Like the monk has aura drains that cast debuffs or buffs. He also has like side abilities to affect like damage range and stuff like that or whatever. And there's a lot of versatility to playing this game, and it mainly comes in the form of like map versatility and just generally how you chose your character and what difficulty you're on. Because from easy, medium, are very, 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 very like no brain. And then after that, you're gonna have to start strategizing. You're gonna have to start using the areas on the map a little more to your advantage, such as the deeper world. The deeper world, the first ever map you will play. If you're playing on that, unlike survival, you have to build more back. Because if you're playing just regularly, you could just build more forward. Because it allows all of these like goblins to kind of funnel themselves in to get ready to hit by a big fucking harpoon, which just one taps them instantly. There's a lot of ways to play this game, but most people in the community like the idea of tower defense only or just DPS only. But you can make some. It's a very, 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 very weird flowing game, and it does take a little bit to get used to. There's a lot of weapons that are extremely. There are a lot of weapons, okay? There's a whole ton of weapons. And that's good for me and fucking you, because if you're all a gremlin such as me and myself, fucking goddamn. God damn. All of these weapons look cool as fuck. They have like illuminating lines and they sound cool. Weapon design is genuinely underrated in this game. I love how Terraria picked it up. Some like the Meow Meow is definitely a weapon from fucking Dungeon Defenders. Crazy to me. Fucking Dead Cells, that's another example of a game with really good weapon design. That is on par with fucking Dungeon Defenders. Same with Terraria. I can't explain this to you enough. Dungeon Defender's weapon design is fucking unbelievably good. It is fucking astounding how much style, how much personality has been put into these weapons. Such as like the fucking chicken blaster. I'm using this as the only example because it's one of the easiest things to use an example here. It's the only thing that's coming to my brain. The fucking gun that shoots chickens is the map versatility. Because maps in this game are designed very, very beautifully. And for a 2000s and very, very old game, it's like 12, 13 years old now. Graphics hold up. If you're playing on Ultra, the graphics really do hold up. I recommend you just go like walk around Ramparts or the Royal Garden on nice graphics. The Deeper World or the Alchemist Lab. Just go walk around these maps and tell me they aren't beautiful. They are so beautiful. They are so fucking beautiful. They are designed in a way where it's so. There's so many ways you can approach it. There's so many different angle points you can shoot the goblins from. There's so many different ways and versatility and advantage in these games. But there's also so many ways of disadvantage because one slight misplacement means that map is lost. And it's unforgiven. And you'll have to start from wave 1 all over again. And it's extremely annoying. But it makes the game extremely worth it when you beat the map. Because once you beat the map, you'll be like 3 more levels above what you should be. Usually, it shouldn't be so hard. And that brings me back to this amazing system of progression, of countless infinite progression. It is technically infinite progression after like Nightmare. Cause Ruthless, I haven't even played that shit. I can't lie, I don't even want to play it. I'm still trying to beat the campaign on hard. Anyways, I'm so fucking glad I made this, and I'll let me speak now. I do hope you have enjoyed. I hope this comes out. I love this game with a lot of my heart. Ever since I was just a child, it has always been there. So, it can't last forever.
and I wish to express these joys I had as a kid fighting a big scary ogre with a chicken blaster, and my friends shouting at me to run since I was the last one alive. Them were the days. Play Dungeon Defenders 1. It's on sale